You found your way back. I'm so glad. I was worried about you out there. It's a jungle, bro. It's a jungle. We changed our color a little bit. Changed our shirt. Gotta stay hydrated. A lot of high vibrational knowledge coming in. Okay, on to the video. Welcome back! This is part 2 of the Self-Mastery Earth Survival Guide. This section will be on self-regulation and integration, looking at the physical aspects that are involved, processing through the perspective of the energetic capacity. So with that, on to the video! Now that we understand the energetics and how the process of emotions moving through the energetic capacity happens, it's important that we discuss how this impacts the physical form. In the last video, in the last section, I talked about belief systems. This is again going to be a fundamental piece and understanding of this entire series. Belief systems are systems that we hold within us that help create how we experience life. Sometimes these belief systems may be projected onto us. Sometimes these belief systems are things that we've picked up and taken on, whether we are consciously aware of them or not. Many folks may not be aware of all of the internal belief systems that exist, but the important thing to understand is this whole process is about learning. It's about learning and expanding within oneself and getting to know those belief systems even deeper. If you haven't had an opportunity to yet, that is what this is for. That is the process of self-regulating. Self-regulation is the process of understanding and utilizing the knowledge of one's own belief systems to assist in the expansion of their own ideas and experience. Before we get too far into that process, self-regulation is not something that is like a new thing. This is something your body has already been doing. The tools that I am presenting here are more so to help you refine. Relax in the refinement, okay? So, this isn't new. This isn't something new you have to do. Your body already is doing this. For example, if it is cold outside, your body is going to alert you when it needs to go back inside. And so self-regulation and integration is about learning what those cues are, learning and memorizing that process. Integration is taking the energetic knowings that we've discussed and pulling them down into the physical form, like we talked about before. Another example is I receive an emotion into my circle of awareness. That emotion has previously been a triggering emotion. When files got brought up from this emotion, they made Sarah uncomfortable, you know? But over time, I knew my body would respond in this way. This is that neuro reprocessing. Before my body could even physically react, I knew a truth about this already, and I re-navigated it. It was uncomfortable, and so I had to pause and say, okay, why is this uncomfortable? Taking opportunities to review these items that bring up these emotional responses and physical responses, you are getting the opportunity to take your focus from the emotion itself and how it is impacting you to taking a step deeper into revealing a truth about yourself. And from here to there, not a straight line, Maybe zigzaggy, however it'll look, but the point is at the end, at the bottom of the step, whatever step you're on, you are noting and you are training your brain to respond perhaps a little differently than you would have responded when you had this initial response. Again, that is the neuro reprocessing that is taking place. So self-regulation and integration is not anything new, but here we need to talk about how this relates to our circle of awareness. Where does self-regulation and integration happen? It happens within the circle of awareness. Everything that you are, all the belief systems that you hold, they are your experience. And so you can't do self-regulation and integration when you're outside yourself. That's I don't make the rules. It's the quantum rules. That's how it goes. All right. Another example when I was sitting with what I wanted to present in this video was when you are having to make choices that are having you walk away from ways that you may have experienced life before. And to acknowledge that that experience is uncomfortable and truthfully a little scary sometimes when you have to make these leaps and jumps and do things that are the exact opposite of how you would show up prior. And I'm not just talking about the like toxic things, whatever that may look like for you. I'm talking about even the things that have brought you joy in the past. There comes a time where your vibration gets so lifted and high that you may not be able to engage in certain behaviors or with certain people that you could prior to your vibration being high as it is now. And that's the other thing that we need to know in this self-regulation process. When you are self-regulating and integrating, you are not just shifting your internal belief system, you are shifting your external reality. Because when you shift your perspective into one that aligns with everything that you are, it's going to make all of the world and all of the things look different, experience differently. Okay? One of a powerful piece of imagery that I myself utilized, have utilized, continue to utilize in this process of knowing self-regulation and integration is to have a safe space. Whether that safe space is inside here, in a quiet room, whether it is a room that you can physically go to, whether it is a place that you can think of and you are there, a safe space, a meeting room where you and whoever may be helping you out, whether you got spirit guides, whether you got ancestors, whoever's up there, the beings, the people you work with, the support team. When you are working on yourself, taking time and taking moments to go to that safe space to just be real. And that's the other thing. With self-regulation and integrating, you gotta be real with you and take accountability. Because as you dive deeper into understanding, furthermore, all of how whatever may have been your experience thus far has impacted you to this day, truths will be revealed from higher perspectives. And again, I say it'll shift how you even view a prior experience. As you start to raise that vibration higher, gratitude will start to be everywhere, and you'll start to see experiences not as good or bad, but more so, wow, what a great opportunity to learn that lesson, even though it was damn uncomfortable. In this next portion, I do want to talk about the process of self-regulating. I have pitched my sail on why it's so good, but I want to talk about how it works. And again, these ideas came in and I was like, oh yeah, that's great. When you are in that safe zone and you are in this space where, okay, nothing can get in here, it's just me and the team, we're meeting, we're chilling, maybe not chilling, maybe somebody's yelling, I don't know. Lots of things happening up in whatever place you may be. Ride the wave was the first phrase that came to mind. And I'm not talking ooh, the energy's coming in, just go with the flow, and this fakeness behind that, not casual. No, I'm talking about being at peace wherever that wave is. You can be floating on the top and the water is still. Ride the wave. And your body may have an experience. I'm talking about being able to ride the wave when it is waving. When it is waving and you are deep in the ocean, you are on the bottom ocean floor, and still being able to breathe. I'm talking about being able to find peace in whatever may be being pulled out or pulled at, riding the wave, observing the density without judgment, no matter how high that water's reaching. The next step, embody the experience. Embody the experience. Living life through the perspective of the wave. You can breathe underwater. If you could see that, be that, how would that shift your life? Coming in with fury when needed. Or purpose, a lot of purpose. Third one is ground your truth. When we are in the wave and the things are being washed out and cleansed, we pick up knowledge, whether it's new or we're being reminded of our power. Grounding your truth is picking out the pieces that you do want to keep and tossing the ones that you don't. You're being offered the choice to upgrade your belief system or recycle it. But know that in the event that that belief system needs to shift, it will reappear again. So it's important to note these things, right? Finally, let the magic unfold. When you get to the point where you're surrendering your own belief systems, you've reached the depths of surrendering. Therefore, when you are holding on, when you are not holding on, beautiful things begin to unfold for you. Allowing your co-creation to unfold in a way that is for the highest good. Allowing your co-creation to unfold in alignment with your intention. Intention is something that we will talk further more about in the transmutation and alchemic process part of this series. But it is very powerful in being able to co-create and self-regulate with wisdom and purpose. The depth in which you practice these skills may vary. But as you begin to practice them, you step further into everything self-mastery is. Self-mastery is the process of continuously allowing yourself to align with source frequency. In the next video, we are going to discuss transmutation and the alchemic processes. How does energy move with me as a co-creator? Are there deeper ways in which I can navigate my own energetic beingness to shift my reality? Looking into ways in which we can use our internal energetic craft to shift our realities. So we will see you in the next one. If you feel I have earned your subscription, any support is always welcome and generously appreciated. With that, as always, thank you for sitting with me, and I hope you have a day where you hold space for whatever emotions may arise for you.